I've lived most of my life on the water. For me, peace wasn't found in a big house or a crowded neighborhood. It was right here, rocking gently on my old houseboat. The marina was quiet, the people friendly, and life was simple. Until the HOA showed up. I never thought a group of strangers could make me feel like a trespasser on my own dock. But that's exactly what happened. It started with a letter taped to my door, bold print, red ink. Notice of violation. According to them, I was in breach of community guidelines, something about unpaid HOA fees. I laughed at first. This was a public marina, not a gated community. But within a week, the letters kept coming, and the tone kept getting uglier. Then came the visits. A few of them, well-dressed, clipboards in hand, walked up and said they represented the Harbor Point HOA. HOA rep, sir, as a marina resident, you're required to pay annual fees for dock maintenance and security. You're already 3 months behind. Me, behind? I've been paying dock rent directly to the marina management for years. I don't owe your organization a cent. They didn't like that answer. The next few weeks turned into a nightmare. Random inspection. Teams walked around my boat, snapping photos. Notices were stapled to the dock. Even my power connection was shut off one night. They claimed it was routine maintenance. Every time I'd confront them, they'd smile and say, HOA rep. Rules are rules. Pay your dues or face removal. I tried to reason with them. Called the county. Called the marina office. Everyone said the same thing. The HOA's been active since the new investors came in. New investors? That's when things clicked. Someone had bought the land, rights under the marina, and decided to form an HOA to control it. Problem was, I was one of those someone. A few years ago, when the previous marina owner passed away, I quietly bought a large share of the property through a holding group. It wasn't public knowledge. My name was on the paperwork. But through a company I owned. I didn't do it for power. I just wanted to protect the place I loved from being overdeveloped. So when these new HOA folks came around, threatening to demolish my home for not paying made-up fees, I decided to play along. They started pushing harder. One morning, a barge showed up near my slip, loaded with construction equipment. I asked what it was for. Foreman, demolition order. This section's being cleared for new docks. I felt my chest tighten. They were actually going to destroy my home. I grabbed the paperwork from his clipboard. It was signed by the HOA president. I looked at it carefully. The coordinates didn't even match their claimed property lines. That's when I called my lawyer. Within 2 days, my attorney filed an injunction stopping all demolition work. We submitted proof of ownership, not just of my slip, but of the entire marina's land lease. When the HOA members realized what had happened, they called for an emergency meeting. I attended quietly, sitting at the back while they argued about legal irregularities. Then I stood up. Me. You've been charging people illegal fees, threatening property, and operating without jurisdiction. This marina's owned by Harbor Holdings, LLC. HOA president, snapping. And who exactly are you to... Me. I'm the managing partner of Harbor Holdings. The room fell silent. Over the next few weeks, their entire operation unraveled. The county revoked their registration. Residents demanded refunds. The HOA president resigned before facing civil charges for fraud and extortion. As for me, I didn't want revenge, just peace. But seeing them pack up their clipboards and leave for good, that was satisfying enough. I had the marina restored to its original state. Fair prices, honest management, and no ridiculous fees for existing. It's funny. The people who shouted rules are rules never realized they were breaking the biggest rule of all. Don't mess with what you don't own. Now, every evening, when the sun hits the water and the docks glow orange, I smile. The houseboat's still here. The marina's still peaceful. And the HOA? They finally learned you can't sink someone who owns the shoreline.